Hey everybody, I'm Milo and I'm back with Aaron and we're going to be calling this match Ken versus Nick.
All right, hello everyone. How you doing?
Everyone's fine, and yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, and again, just enjoying these playmats so much. We got Alex Gray on the right,
Look at this,
and
two cards.
Em and Ked on the left.
The two cards played by Nick right away. We got Mountain Bone Splitter. This guy's on a mission.
This whole tournament's speed magic.
It is, right?
Yeah, I like it.
People are not messing around today. We're at the GP, that's why.
That's it.
People wanna
play some magic, get on, and play some more. And we got Nick with another red aggressive deck.
Porcelain Legionnaire.
Yeah, paying 2 life to play a 3/1 first striker for 2 mana.
One of my favorite red cards. This
Yeah.
Porcelain Legionnaire.
Yeah. It's one of those cards that nearly goes in every deck because it is colorless, right?
Yep. And we got Nest Invader. I don't even consider Porcelain Legionnaire white when I do my cube on Cube Tutor.
No, I keep it in colorless.
Yeah, me too.
Because you're right, it's closer to red than a white card anyway.
Look at that, 5/1 first strike. That's pretty nice.
Oh, and he takes it. Ken must need that mana.
Yeah.
Ken made a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn that could sacrifice for a colorless.
Well, and he tries to play Pia and Kieran Nalaar for 2 mana. Not gonna happen.
No, but Carrie Zev comes down as a 1/3 first strike and Menace. I
Yeah,
believe.
and
First strike
then it
Menace.
gets a 2/1 monkey that attacks with it when it's attacking for the turn.
Yeah. Very, very powerful and aggressive start by Nick here.
If you are tuning in for the very first time, you see that Life Begins at 20 logo at the bottom left-hand side there. Oh, we got a string of guys. The reason for that is that he is a YouTuber that does MTG Cube content, and he is also going to be covering GP cubes and convention cubes over in England. And the British are going to show us what they got when it comes to cube.
Cube in a pint. I like it. I'm in. I'll be there.
All right, so we got that String of Rootgeist. That's a 2/1 Undying haste creature. So that'll be a nice one to block the Porcelain Legionnaire.
Yep. And
right.
that's why Ken wasn't willing to lose that spawn creature. You can see he's off mana. He missed a land drop there. It was such an aggressive start by Nick. Ken can't be feeling too good about his spot at the moment.
We got Temple of Triumph. Scries that to the bottom.
Very nice.
Oh,
Look at the hand. Yeah, we have a Pia and Kieran Nalaar, and I saw
Boris
Handwear. Do you see a Boris Reckoner there? Oh, so that'll probably. I was thinking the Handwear Garrison would be coming down, but yeah, there's the Boris Reckoner. Very, very good start.
I love that Hanwar Garrison. Is it in your main cube?
It is, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Is it good enough for main cube? Has it been...
I'm not sure if I've played with it too much yet, but I think it goes very well in a red-white aggressive deck, especially with any Anthem effects, because it's making 3 bodies on its first attack. I think it's actually red 3s are not the most powerful, and I think that's safe enough. It's not getting cut anytime soon.
Okay, so he went in with the Porcelain Legionnaire again, and Ken took it again. I would like to block with that String of Rootgeist.
For sure, it comes back as a 3/2, but
maybe he's just thinking
there must be a plan for Ken, because he also has the 2/2 that really has no purpose at all on the battlefield anymore. With the 1/3 and the 3/3, like these things are negative value against Boris Reckoner. So Boris Reckoner is so hard to deal with in combat, seeing that could get first strike anytime Nick likes, and if not, otherwise he just redirects that damage wherever he wants, creature or player.
And we got Ken sacking that
There it
token
is, yeah.
for Harmonize, trying to find some more lands.
Trying to find harmony with his deck. That seems to be not treating him so well at the moment.
Looks like he drew a Plains and Arashi. Is that the guy's name? That bird?
It's a 3/4 flyer.
Yeah,
and it
puts counters on things and gets bigger with the counters.
Yep. So you could put a +1/+1 counter on any creature you control, and then it gets 1/1 for each 1/1 counter on a creature you control.
Yeah, including when that Strangleroot Geist blocks and it has
nice.
a +1/+1 counter.
Nice little synergy there.
Although Nick,
I don't know if it's going to matter. There's a lot of power coming down Ken's throat at the moment. Oh, I fire! Oh,
hey yo! What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna
Nick's
do?
got me feeling pretty good with this position here.
And we got
Two. Oh,
T2.
that's the. Yeah, nice.
He's got those Transformer tokens.
Yes, and now he gets to play 3 more creatures with the PN Kieran and deal 4 damage to Ken's face. I don't know if Ken can live even to untap. If he does, he just sacrifice the artifacts. He'll have 3 artifacts on board, Nick, with the 4 artifacts because the Porcelain Legionnaire is an artifact as well. That was a good game.
So the way that we ran this tournament is we had a bunch of random people sign up. I wanted to make this an open event, and since it was the first one we ever did, a lot of the people who ended up showing up to the event were friends of mine who knew I was doing this, right? It just happens that way, right? You're the first one that you do, you make it open. The people you know are going to hear about it first. But we are running another one, so if you're watching this, you can come on down to the Barry Game Exchange May 6th. It's Sunday. The Barry Game Exchange runs from noon to 4 p.m. But if you're playing in this cube event, you'll get in at 11 a.m. and we will be able to play a noob cube just like the one you're watching right now with full coverage.
So when you say just like the one we're watching, you mean like speed matching? You have to be able to play games in less than 5 minutes?
No. These players are playing games in less than 5 minutes by choice.
I see.
You know, one of the targets for us when we were updating the cube was to make red better. Do you think we succeeded?
Yeah, we've seen 2 very good aggressive red decks. Like that first one was over in about 5 minutes, and that game was about 2, so that is exactly how red wants to play Magic. So I think you succeeded on the highest degree.
Bone Splitter. Which of these 2 equipments do you like more?
Bone Splitter. They're different. They go in different decks, but Bone Splitter is basically like a 1-mana 2-power creature that can't be destroyed. Right? Like all your creatures getting a +2 power buff the rest of the game. While the color, you're still losing your creature. Sure, you could trade your elves or whatever small creature 1 for 1 back and forth, but you're still trading them. Like they're still going to die because there's no power or toughness boost.
We saw that Nick missed his land drop there.
Yeah, pretty.
But he moves that Fiery Temper. Oh, that's rough.
There it is. Yeah.
Reclamation Sage deals with that Bone Splitter that you said was indestructible just moments ago. Oh, he discards the Fiery Temper. He casts it for its madness. And then laughs. Yeah. And throws the thumbs
move.
up.
Well, he can laugh all he wants, but at 1 mana, Ken still is in the driver's seat here, so.
I'd love to see a couple quick turns here and then an acidic slime from Ken. Can we see that?
That was a risky keep from Nick, though. What's like a 1-lander with he has the full 7. Yeah, it has the full 7 land. He must have some powerful 2-drops. I would assume.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Sylvan Advocate. And that's you know what? That's something that really goes really well with the Basilisk Colors because of the vigilance. Mm-hmm. So now you get to be attacking through with the Death Touch at 2/3. That's hard to deal with, and you get to attack and block with the Lifelink.
Nick found the land.
Yep, that's really where Ken wants to be with this aggressive deck. See, so also that 1/3 doesn't do much.
Exactly, can't block the 2/3.
Mm-hmm. And can't really attack into it with the Lifelink either, because he'll get to block the token, so
it's
still
Menace.
Netting life.
Yeah.
But you make the
I see
token.
what you're saying. Yeah. The token doesn't have Menace as well, right?
No, it doesn't. It's just a 2/1.
If you had a card that said all monkeys gain Menace.
Yes. You should write Wizards.
Yeah, I know. We need all monkeys must have Menace. # monkeys with Menace.
Monkeys would be menacing. They're quick and
for the eyes. They go for the eyes.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm not dealing with no monkeys.
We got a planeswalker though. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar.
Mm-hmm. Powerful, throwing down that 0/1.
Well, it helps with the Menace, right?
It does. Well, Ken did not equip the Basilisk Collar, so It gives Nick free attacks here.
And he's attacking Ken. Why do you suppose he's doing that?
I don't know. He would only be getting 1 point of damage. Oh, he does have 2 untapped mana, so I guess Ken doesn't even think he wants to block with the... He doesn't know with the Sylvan Advocate or not.
Oh, Stormblood the Berserker. That's why. That's why he attacked Ken.
Because the Bloodthirst wouldn't trigger if it was against the Planeswalker. See, the cube is so interesting. So it's so layered. There's so many things going on that you need to be thinking about. It's like, why is this person doing this when you would think the Planeswalker would be a smarter move? And does he have a combat trick? Does he want me to block? Is he baiting me? Magic's just so fantastic.
I know, when you see that and you like ask yourself questions and then it makes sense later. Oh, beautiful. And
so
also
Ken
every
seems
time...
to be a little stuck on lands again. He had the real advantage going early in the game, but he's kind of stalled out.
So he made a token and then he equips the Sylvan Advocate.
But he can't attack anymore because the Bloodthirst is a 3/3.
Yeah.
It's smarter just to keep it back as a strict blocker. And how many lands does he need to hit?
Oh, he's pressing.
He has to hit 5 lands to get the +2/+2?
Yeah, 7, I think.
Oh, 7, okay, so he's far off.
Alright, so he decides to go with the trade, maybe just to limit the amount of damage he's taking. So he offered the trade.
Mm-hmm.
We can see Nick's hand's got an FTK, Flame Tongue Kavu.
One of Red's most powerful cards.
And one of the cards that's been in Cube since it existed. Since it came out in Plane Shift? Was that a set?
Plane Chase?
Plane Chase? Is that a set? The set that came after Invasion. Plane Chase?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I did not play Magic during that time. I played from about late 93 or early 94 to 1998 and then quit until 2013. So there's a large piece of Magic that I didn't get to play with. And then when I came back to Magic, a friend of mine showed me Cube. I was like, great, I get to play with all those cards I missed. And so that's kind of what got me back into Magic was Cube.
We finally get to see Nick play that Hanwar Mr. Garrison.
Yeah. You gotta write that on there. That's great.
Yeah.
Get a Mr.
Or just
Garrison.
an altar.
Yeah. Get a Mr. Garrison balloon head on there.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
So when you quit playing Magic, what'd you play instead?
I played Go to the Bar and Get Drunk.
Oh, that's a good game. So we got an Eternal Witness that brings back the Sylvan Advocate. And, oh, Nick really bounced back from this one land situation that he found himself in, huh? Now he's ahead on land.
Mm-hmm. Did Ken use his Planeswalker there?
He made a token because he chumped the monkey last turn.
Okay, I see.
And then FTK hit the Eternal Witness.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's planning an attack with Mr. Garrison over here. He's going for a lot of tokens. We got monkey tokens, Mr. Garrison tokens. Just like everybody. Nick's like, I'm going to just put all the people in here.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about with the Hanwar Garrison, like how great it could be with Anthem effects. Because look, all of a sudden, from 2 creatures, he's up to 5 now. Anything giving creatures +1/+1 or even more can just be just detrimental.
Too bad we saw Mr. Luvu with that Goblin Bushwhacker already, because that would be juicy meatball in Nick's deck. So Nick went all in against that Nissa, and Ken's just like, whatever, man. I'm not going to do this math. Math's for chumps. You got it.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense. It did its job. It gained him a lot of life. It's created a couple chump blocks that stick around, and now Ken, like, he unfortunately had a tap land, but at least land is better than nothing at all, because he's fallen far behind now.
It's also important to note that the winner of this is going to play in the finals. This is to see who makes the finals. Got that Sylvan Advocate coming out.
Yep. And so Ken's not looking that bad because he's going to hit another land next turn, and he does have that Basilisk Collar to be able to get him back in the game, gaining a lot of life.
And a vigilance creature to gain the life on the push in, as well as depending on how Nick plays.
So I see another Echo creature. This does 2 damage to a creature or player?
Yeah. 3 mana, 2/2, deals 2 damage too. And a lot of these, like this is a budget cube, but a lot of the cards you see here are foiled, like the Get To Slinger. And that's because these are all cards that used to be in the main cube, and then over time got outclassed. But it's still a budget cube. It's just that it would cost me more money to buy a non-foiled one.
No, and those old foils are so nice. I think we talked about it last time we did this, but with the shooting star and the foils really pop more than the current one.
And
nowadays.
they don't just, the cards don't just warp immediately as soon as you open them.
That's a plus, not having marked cards in your deck.
Thank
I believe someone got a game loss at this GP because they were playing with the Mutavaults that they were giving out. And it had warped already. Yeah.
Wow, that's a problem with Wizards.
Yeah, they should address this.
Oh, he's tapping. Oh, because he's got to stoke the flames for.
Wow,
Advocate.
what a turn!
By day, you're a firefighter, right? Like that's your day job.
That is correct. It is a nighttime job as well. It's a pretty, like, when I'm on shift, I'm there for 24 hours. So I was there last night, and we were up all night. So.
Does this deck upset you?
Just so much fire is triggering my firefighter senses. I love it. I love the fire. That's why I'm a firefighter. Right? Like, if you're scared of fire, you should not be a firefighter because you're gonna have to deal with it.
Look at all that stuff on Nick's side of the table. He's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is where Jackal Hops is useful. Come on, Ken.
But only Nick can cast it.
Yeah.
I
guess Ken doesn't have that.
He does have white mana. He's got enough for a Wrath here.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a Wrath? A Fumigate would be nice.
Yeah, Fumigate. What a great card. Yep. It's the Wrath of God that gains you a life for every creature destroyed, including your own. So that's exactly kind of what white wants. If they're gonna make slower Wraths, then
it'd be 8 life.
Yeah, you get the kind of tempo advantage that you lost by waiting that extra turn. You get it back.
If I was Ken, I wouldn't be casting a Hedron Archive.
Well, I think he's scooping.
Yeah,
I think he realizes this game is over. He's just too far behind.
Yeah.
Well,
so Nick's going to the finals. Let's see who's going to play against. Well, we'll find out next time. Join us next week for the finals of the very first GP Cube.